Hey y'all, just wanted to hop on here real quick. I know it's, gosh, I'm a hot mess. It's been a day. It is Sunday, December 31st. So if you're watching this on anytime after December 31st, Happy New Year. If you're watching this, hopefully I'm going to upload this today. If you're watching this today, I hope you have a wonderful end to your year and an absolutely beautiful new year as well. I did want to just kind of hop on here real quick. Ignore the barking dogs. They think it's dinner time. It's not quite 5 o'clock yet. Major starts barking at me at like 4:30. He thinks it's his time to eat. So that boy's always hungry. Unfortunately, he hasn't been feeling great the last couple of days. I think he got too cold, and then he had trouble getting himself warmed back up. And I think because it's been so cold here in South Carolina, for those of you who are new, I'm in South Carolina in kind of about the Midlands of the state. It's technically called the PD. I'm about just under 2 hours from Myrtle Beach, 30 minutes from Florence, about an hour and a half from Columbia. Anyway, so it's been in the 40s and 50s. At night, it's gotten down in the mid to low 30s. A lot of nights here lately. We've had several hard frosts. We've had a couple of freezes as well. Water pipes have frozen just for a little bit in the mornings, and then they thaw out once it gets warmed up a little bit again. But guys, I have to apologize. I haven't made a video in forever. I've just been all over the place doing things, and but I did want to kind of let you know what's going on here. In the RV. We're maximizing our spaces. Those of you who follow me on social media, you know about 19 days ago, I set some quail eggs in an incubator. I'll show you that right now. I've been sharing some pictures. The incubator, it's in the bedroom of the RV, so it's right there. And I've got it set at 99.5. Humidity right now is around 59% because it's hatch days. Quail hatch between 18 and 21 days. So today's 19. Yesterday morning they started hatching. I'll show you those in just a minute. We've had 8 hatch so far. And let me get this open. I can show you the rest of them. There's several of them in here that are, I've already removed the ones that have already hatched because they were just tumbling all over each other, tumbling all over the eggs, and they were completely dry. And yes, I actually do have I set a duck egg and a chicken egg earlier today. I don't think that either one of those will hatch, but I'm doing it for funsies since I've got the incubator set and I'm hatching. Hang on one second. Okay. It screams at me when I've had the lid open for too long, and I won't leave this open too long. Several of them have been rocking. I haven't noticed any pipping on any of them or zipping. Quail do what's called a zip. They do what's called a zip. So instead of just pipping and breaking through the shell that way, they pip and then they zip. So they actually take that egg tooth that's on the end of their beak and they zip almost all the way around, and they get the shell open that way, and then they push their way out. So I haven't noticed any pipping or zipping on any of those. I'm going to leave them in there. Tomorrow's day 20, technically the last day that they're expected to hatch, but I have heard 21, 22 days in some cases, so I'm going to leave them in and see my next batch of eggs. They packaged them up yesterday. We're supposed to ship out yesterday, but there's no shipping information yet, and I'm thinking because of the holiday, either they didn't ship or they're sitting at the post office. They got them to the post office and they're waiting to ship out. Hopefully they'll be here Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll see. If they're not here before Thursday, Friday, it's really not that big of a deal. It's a little cold for them to be sitting in a warehouse or in on a truck or anything. So hopefully they're not sitting. Hopefully they're in insulated containers. I don't think they ship them with heat packs or anything like that, because you don't want the inside of the container to get too warm and pre-incubate them. But hopefully they won't freeze. So we'll see. It's Meyer Hatchery. They're in Ohio. They ship all the time. They ship hatching eggs all the time. They know what they're doing. So hopefully, in fact, I ordered them to ship yesterday simply because of the fact that as of January 1st, their prices go up fairly significantly for the 2024 season. And so I went ahead and ordered hatching eggs from them. I've got 10 mixed fancy breed Coturnix quail eggs and 10 jumbo white Coturnix quail hatching eggs. I'm hoping to be able to mix them with at least the fancies. I'm hoping to mix with the Celadon Coturnix, which is what I'm hatching now, and see what kind of pretty little chicks we can get crossing those. The Celadon Coturnix lay blue eggs, and then all the other breeds of Coturnix lay just a brown speckled egg or a white egg with brown speckles. For the most part, the Celadon, they do have some brown speckles on some of the blue eggs. Some of the blues are just a solid blue. Some are a blue and brown speckled egg. And so, I just kind of want to play around with it and see what I get. And right now, as of today, and it is 5 o'clock, I have 8 chicks, and I will show you those. I've got them brooding in the shower, in a little box, which, I can move this box anywhere, anytime. I've got my little heat lamp kind of hanging over the door. I tried putting them in here with just a heating pad, and that did not work. The heating pad didn't stay on. They just about froze to death. They were almost dead. I popped them back in the incubator until I could go out and get the heat lamp. And, and they all came back to life and revived, and that one is getting trampled on, but that happens when they're sleeping. They trample on each other and do things that they shouldn't. But I just peeked in on them, and there she goes. Yeah. So right now, I do not know if they are boys or girls. I have absolutely zero idea. So this is day 1 for these guys. So pebbles in the water so they don't drown themselves or get themselves soaking wet and cold. They have crumbles, and I'm using I think it's a Game Bird crumble for them. They have to have a 25% protein, between 20 and 25% protein crumble for Game Birds, and I was able to get that at my local Tractor Supply. Right now, while they're this size, I've got paper towels down, and eventually, over probably within the next week, I'll add shavings to that. This is so that they're not slipping and sliding everywhere on the shavings and everything while they're still little teeny tiny. I love this one. So if you guys can tell, it is a lighter color yellow than the rest of them. Sorry, you're looking at them through the screen that I have on top of their little brooder. But she's a lighter yellow, and I don't know if that means that she's a female and the rest are males, or if that she's a little bit smaller than everybody else, which is kind of cool. She's adorable, and they're chasing things. They must think they're chasing bugs and things, which is what quail do. They like to eat a lot of bugs, but and they're soft peeps. Mean that they're happy, they're content. When they're in here screaming, I know that they need something, whether it's water or food or the heat or whatever. As long as they're moving around and they are, softly peeping, then they're fine. If they're totally quiet, they're probably sleeping, but I check on them anyway just to make sure that something's not wrong. But if they're screaming, it means that they need something. They need warmth, or they need food, or they need water or something. So it's actually, they say that quail are fairly They're not easy to raise. They do tend to die for no reason. I've had quail before, and babies, sometimes they'll just die. Sometimes they're more fragile. They're easier to for something to happen to, which again is why you put pebbles in the water so they don't drown or get too wet and things like that. The nice thing about quail, though, is that they mature at 6 weeks, which means they are harvestable if you are going to eat them. Or they start laying eggs at 6 weeks versus 6 months with chickens. And like 3 months for meat birds. If you're raising meat chickens, it's 3 months, 3 to 4 months to maturity before you can butcher them. If you're butchering quail, you can literally butcher them by 6 weeks. I don't know exactly where we're going to go with all of that. A lot of it's going to depend on exactly how many hatch. A lot of it's going to depend on the number of males to females. If they get to 6 weeks and I notice that only one of them is laying, then I'll have to try to figure out which one is laying and assume that the rest of them are males and figure out a way to separate them out. Typically, in most cases, when you're hatching, 50% are going to be males, 50% are going to be females. I don't really care if I have a lot of males, as long as I have at least 5 or 6 females to lay, of the Celadons, and then, 2 or 3 of the other breeds, at least, I'll be happy. And as long as the males don't fight with each other. If the males are fighting with each other, I'm either going to have to separate them or I'll have to send them off to somebody else to butcher them. I won't butcher them myself. I'm not. I won't do that. I don't mind eating them. I love quail. Quail is delicious. I don't have the heart to kill something I've raised. I don't have the heart to kill something, period. Like, I even have a hard time killing, like, gosh, just about anything. Like, I mean, I can kill the insects and the rodents. And, well, no, I can't even kill the rodents. I have a hard time killing mice. Like, it's not in me. It's not in me to kill things. It's my vet tech background. I was trained to save, not harm. So anyway, so that's the update. Also, gosh, you guys, the last time I put out a video, we didn't have these guys. So this is Will. His sister Grace is over at Gail's house. Will, say hello. So Will, as you can see, is wearing a collar. Most of my indoor cats don't typically wear collars. However, Will likes to go outside. And I'm okay with that, as long as he keeps coming back, and he has been, obviously. He and Toby, wherever Toby is, he and Toby were part of a litter of 6 that Gail and I grabbed from, or rescued from, the neighbors down at the end of the street. I don't know where Toby is at the moment. That's the cat room. I've got it all set up with the aquarium. Our cat food bowls are all right there. But yeah, he and Toby and 4 sisters were all part of a litter. There's Ivy. Say hi, Ivy. Toby was actually really super duper sick. There he is. Toby was super sick. He was laying in the middle of the yard, snot nose, crusty eyes. Didn't think he was going to survive. Snatched everybody up, brought him back here, nursed them all back to health. Yeah, and the boys are staying. At least one of the girls is staying. One of the girls is already spoken for. And then we've got 2 girls up for adoption. I had a bottle baby that I was raising that I unfortunately lost to a tragic just an absolutely horrific accident here in the RV. So I lost Rooster, and Toby and Rooster were bonded. Toby and Will are bonded. I don't know if anybody else is going to stay. Obviously, if we don't find homes for the girls, the 2 girls that are left, they'll stay. Whether they stay with me or they stay with Gail is up for discussion. But either way, you know, they're not going to a shelter or anything like that. I did start the process of creating our own rescue group. It's Camelot Animal Rescue and Sanctuary Cars. I'm working on doing all the paperwork and everything, and trying to figure out how to go about getting us nonprofit status so we can start taking donations. But if you want, if you would like to donate to us, we are not a 501c3 yet. We're working on that, but we are open to donations, and we promise that all donations will go straight towards medical care, spaying, neutering, vaccines, all of that. We're paying for all that out of our pockets right now. Will is neutered, Toby's next, and then we've got to get the 4 girls spayed. So, yeah, it's not cheap. We also rescued a dog. He has a home. He's going up north to be a Chewy dog. His new owner works for Chewy. So we're super happy about that, and gonna miss him, but it's gonna be great for him. He's still a puppy. He's less than a year old, and he's just got tons and tons of energy, and yeah, he's gonna do great up there because he gets to go to work with his owner every day. So super happy about that. He goes next week, and again, if you'd like to donate, I'm actually gonna put a link to my Amazon wish list for the rescue. I'll put it in the description of this video, and you're welcome to go there and make a purchase to send to us. That would be fantastic. We would appreciate it. If you would like to send money, I will if you'd like to send money, message me. You can message me here on YouTube. You can message me on Facebook. If you'd like to send money, message me, and I can set up the link to send the money to either myself or to Gail, and it would be greatly appreciated. Any and all help would be wonderful. We would love it. So I'm gonna sign off now. The dogs just hushed up, which means that they may not. Oh, nope, there they go again. So I'm gonna go feed them. Gail is out of town this weekend visiting friends, so celebrating the new year with a friend of hers, and I am going to go feed her dogs as well. And I've got lots and lots of things going on this evening. I want to wish you all a very, very happy new year, and I will see you guys in 2024. Love you. Bye.